And we are maybe, hold on, wait a minute, we might be live. We are live? I'm Ron Burgundy. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now how this is gonna go. You guys probably, this may mean nothing to some of you. Some of you, you'll understand. I forgot to take my meds this morning, my ADHD meds. Didn't remember that I forgot to take them, which is part of the irony of ADHD. So I've been raw dogging it all day today. Was like, oh, I have to stream. Now, for people that don't know, I think sometimes ADHD gets overblown, blown a little bit out of proportion. But it is a thing. It does affect you. It's just, it's not as debilitating. And in my opinion, it's not as debilitating as people who kind of like do mental health, what would I say? Mental health, sympathy posters. Oh, I have ADHD. It ruined my life. It's more like, yo, my brain, has some misfires in it. And because of that, I can be a little bit scattered, a little bit unorganized, a little bit spicy. So all day today, I just kind of been like, hey man, we're just doing the thing, just fucking whatever, bro. Just, kind of bouncing. I was like, I got to stream. So I set up a stream, literally set a time, had everything ready to go. Realized, before I even, literally like 2 minutes before the stream was supposed to start, that I didn't have the game set up. I realized I didn't have any of my lights on. I didn't have my mic in front of me. I hadn't checked any of the sound stuff. I had nothing ready to go. My hair was a mess. I was still wearing the shirt that I fell asleep in. I was literally just raw dogging life. I lived in a world where turning on the camera magically got me ready for a stream. And so that's why you guys had to wait a little bit, because I literally was, doing the things that you do to take care of yourself on a regular basis, having realized I forgot all of those things up until about 5 minutes ago. So this should be a fun one, because I still haven't taken my meds, because taking them this late at night, I won't be able to sleep all night. But this should be a fun stream. We'll see how this goes. Maybe this will be the best stream I've ever done. Maybe I never needed the medication. Maybe my brain is totally fine as it is. It's not. So I hope you guys are doing well. First and foremost, after that rant, we got to show some love to our boy, Fruit of the Mystery. So, yo, hail Epic Mike, hail to you, Fruit of the Mystery. You're first in chat. You know what that means, right? It means your soul's glowing.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through.
Just let your soul glow, baby. Shout out, Fruit of the Mystery. Appreciate you, bro.
No.
Look at that. I'm gonna put my pen right there. I just realized where I could put that. I'm gonna set that right there on my little pop filter. Shout out, thank you, appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna start saying hi to people in chat. Chat's been flying, so I don't got a lot of time. So we're gonna be quick about it. A lot of time to catch up. I'm behind in chat. We got Chick74. What's up, buddy? We got Blue Ridge Bear. Shout out, my friend. Good to see you. Naruto the 7th, Mod Extraordinaire. Good to see you as well. Andrew Frazier Jr. Shout out. Yo, Mike, New Blackstreet was hilarious last night. New Blackstreet was a real problem, but it was a good problem to have. Shout out. Thank you guys for being there, hanging out with us yesterday. That's actually the reason I didn't stream yesterday. I was going to try to beforehand, didn't have time. Then I was going to try to do it after, and it was very late. And Juneteenth was going to be over before I got started, so... what's up, Truth Warrior? Shout out. We got Joe C818 Pure Blood just gifted a channel membership. Joe, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out, Joe. Hope you and the family are well, my friend. We got Rootless Redneck, CJ Zinker. Hope you're having a good Father's Day weekend. It's been very chill. Very chill. A little spicy, but chill. Hello, Sissy. Good to see you as well. Donna Hall says, hail chat, working and lurking. Happy Saturday. Hi, Donna. I hope you're well. Appreciate you. Much love. Shout out to all the nurses out there. Hardworking nurses. Thankless job. Can be a thankless job. I thank nurses, but a lot of other people don't. We got Wyoming Sasquatch says, Mikey Meek, what's up? Hey, what's up, buddy? We got Son of Sanguinius. Shout out. Good to see you. We got Thar Ghost over on Kick. Shout out to my Kick peeps. Appreciate y'all. Speaking of Kick peeps, I probably should change the game over on Kick. We got This Object. We got Darth Bane. Hey, shout out. Good to see you, buddy. Hope AEW is good. We got Turd for Gayson says, hello, it is I Turd. We got Scrap Iron. We got Makara in chat. Appreciate you. Hello, Mrs. Rough Knight. Good to see you. Much love. Soundwave Superior. For one, it says 199. Beast Wars Superior. Dude, shout out. Shout out, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, bro. You got my back. We know what's up. Shout out to to Rough Knight. He's still not feeling good. Hope he feels better soon. Appreciate you. Much love to my people. Stress Level 100 says, bro, just say Metal Gear Rising isn't happening. It is happening, bro. But listen, you guys got to understand something, okay? That game requires me to actually be like focused and locked in and paying attention to stuff. It also means I have people going, oh man, don't do that. Don't do that way. I wouldn't have done that way. Don't do this. Don't do that this way. On top of me actually like playing the game. Okay. It was getting to the point where I was like stressed out enough with the game that I was just going to like quit it completely. These game and chill streams are just me going, I'm going to stream, and games are kind of just like cool, like background thing I can do to keep my hands busy. But right now I just do not have the mental RAM. I do not have the mental like focus right now, the mental fortitude to put together like an organized like multi-part stream playing through a game. It's a lot to keep that organized, and I have not been doing a good job of keeping that organized. So I have not forgotten. We'll get back to it, but Mrs. Rough Knight, oh my goodness, here she goes again. I assure you all it's not cooties. Okay. I'm in perfect health aside from worrying about the Rough Knight. Well, cooties don't make girls sick. Everyone knows this. Cooties don't make the girls sick. You're carriers of it. You're immune to cooties. Boys are the ones that get sick from the cooties. Okay? Women are carriers of cooties, but they're completely immune to its effects. So. Hey, what's up, dropping fat dumps? Miki and Roman forever. Oh, okay. Well, that's gay. All right, let me scroll way down here. I'm gonna just catch up on stuff. What's up, Fit Down Sports? Android Vegeta. That's a cool name, actually. I like that. What's up, JJ from New York? Got to be stuck on the porcelain throne. Got to be shitting. Yeah, shitting and farting. Appreciate you. Best Waifu Guts says, I'm gonna come. Best Waifu Guts is that's pretty wild, bro. Phrasing? Don't worry about the phrasing. You take drugs for that shit? I do take drugs for that shit. I do take drugs for that shit. It's not as debilitating as I having clean water. That's true, Dan. Yeah, I don't... Yeah. I was going to say something really mean there. Shout out to Dan Vask. That's crazy, bro. Real Gregos for 10 says, raw dogging is when Mike sits at his desk and takes off his prosthetic leg, uses them as his monitor mounts, very versatile, made of titanium, dipped tri-weave carbon fiber. That's a Batman Begins reference. I appreciate that, Real Gregos. Shout out. I have both of my legs. If you guys have not, oh yeah, somebody said good. Dan Vask, good evening. Dan Vask, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh my gosh, I hate when I hear my own voice. Wicked Virtue, thank you for the raid. Shout out. Appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you, girly. Much love to you. We're just chilling. I watched most of Saucy Saturdays. I was lurking in the background. I'm a little bit of a lurker, watching from the back. But appreciate you. Wicked Virtue, thank you. Hope you guys had a good stream. Good rest of your stream. Not as bad as having to fight rabid dogs, children, and monkeys trying to get water from the well, right, Dan? Yeah. What's up, Sonic Theory? Sometimes you just got a raw dog life. It's true. The meek thickens. No, I'm not thickened. Although I've not been as good on my diet as I normally am. And by diet, I mean I just realize like sometimes like when you're just like tired as fuck, you don't feel like cooking shit. So you just like, I'll eat this, but I know that this is not what I want to eat, and this is not like the healthiest option to eat. That's kind of how it is.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
All right. SCD for 5 says, Mika to say there's no taxes. The stream is completely free. After this, protect your family, pay your taxes. Ain't shit free here. Free is a psyop. These streams are completely free. You don't have to pay anything to watch them. Haha, yeah, brain is totally fine. Says Frank the Tank. That's wild, bro. That's crazy work. No time for lollygagging. Yeah. I felt racist just for watching New Blackstreet. New Blackstreet was out of control. That we might have, I won't lie, we might have crossed the line on New Blackstreet. All right. We might have crossed a little bit of a racial line there. Now, I mean, like, we're totally good with it. We're totally fine. Like, it's not going to be a problem for us. But, you know, we might have crossed a little bit of a line. Just a little bit, but we'll make it work. We're gonna be okay. I'm trying to pull up this. Let me see if I can pull up this photo from yesterday. I know a lot of you guys have already seen it on my my Twitter, my X. But this was my outfit yesterday for New Blackstreet and to celebrate Juneteenth. There we go. This was my outfit for Juneteenth. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it looked pretty good. You know? Looking like a, you know?
Riding around the block with a Glock. Yo ass finna get shot. Me bumbo.
Yeah. We were chilling. We're just doing our thing, you know? Just doing our thing. Chris Darkiller says, is Jesse gonna make his appearance? No one is ever safe from a Meek Ventura impression. Yeah. Yeah. You're never safe from one. Yeah, I'll get DMC in 2 years. No, it's not gonna be 2 years, Frank. I promise you, bro. It is not gonna be no 2 years. Probably like maybe a week. I was going to try to start it last week, and I just got really busy with stuff, so it's going to be soon. Jake Foreman became a member. Thank you for becoming a member, Jake Foreman. Appreciate you. And then Kata can help with Ram. I don't want his help. Electrobeard also became a member. Shout out. Brimstone says, hail Epic Mike. I just trimmed down my monthly comic sub list. I was spending so much I almost had to go to rehab. Damn. Damn, bro. What is Brimstone? And I'll try to see if I can see it in chat when you pop up. What is your current favorite comic run that's happening right now? Like not an old one that you've read before. What is your favorite current like running comic right now? I'm very curious. Let's see here. Mike refuses to sell me his drugs. No, I'm not going to sell you my drugs. Mike has cooties. I might have cooties. I have 3 kids. I probably got cooties at some point. What's up, John A. Douglas? How you doing? Is this that digital circus show I heard about? Close enough. Close enough. Andrew Vegeta for 2 says, hey, I think Epic Mike is a cool name too. Shout out. Hey, shout out. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, I got to scroll way down. You needed a grill? I did have a grill. I had a bottom grill. Look, I got one right here. Look. Hold on, that's the upper grill. Right here. Watch, check this. Check. See that? I have an upper one too, but the upper one doesn't fit as well. It doesn't stay. See? Yeah, I had a bottom grill in that photo. I mean, I knew what I was. I know what I was rocking with. You know? Are you a Juneteenth-er? Not really, but I thought it was fun to enjoy it. You gotta Meek Ross. Welcome to my stump. That's crazy, bro. Hey, RC Wolf says, happy early Father's Day, Meek. I can't hear because I'm at a bar, so say whatever you want about me. I'll just listen. Listen. I appreciate you, and I hope you're having a great day. And you can't hear any of that. Wait a minute. You had the rings on your pinky, middle fingers during New Black Street, but that photo had them on your pinky and ring finger. What's going on here? I was moving them around the entire stream. I kept taking them off and putting them on different fingers. I'll get another fail guard stream before DMC at this rate. I almost ran fail guard yesterday. I was considering it. Nobody's ever safe from fail guard popping back up again either. So where's your pimp chalice? I got this instead. I got my Saratoga water bottle filled with potable water. JJ from New York, member for 14 months, says nothing witty to say right now, so I'm just gonna use this member chat to say hope you're doing well and the fam are well too. Hey, appreciate you, bro. After that, it would have to be absolute green arrow. Okay, so that's right. Let me see if I can find it where you put it. Pop, 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 pop. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think I left my consciousness on your front doorstep. Let me see here. Wait a minute. Why did I only see the one of him saying, oh, Battle Beast? Oh, right. Yeah, because I heard that Battle Beast got his own comic run. Okay, that's sick. And then Absolute Green Arrow is that good, huh? I respect that. I'm curious what the difference is with Absolute Green Arrow. What's the big twist for his universe? I'd have been so happy. I know you would have. I don't worry. Devil May Cry is the next series of games I'm gonna run. Like 100% locked in for that. And then Fail Guard is when I'm feeling particularly spicy. I only talk to you, Mike, because my name is Shadowban in normal chat. Really? Well, there we go. I went back and found Battle Beast. He said Bumbleclaw. That's wild. Real quick, there's something I got to get in. I want to talk about before we get started on the rest of everything. Okay, this just recently happened on X, and I laughed out loud. It made my entire fucking day. Okay. So last night on X, I was just scrolling through and I see this thing pop up on X and I'm like, what is this all about? What's happening here? There's an account called Dear Men. Okay. I'm going to show you this image. This is what it's called, Dear Men on Twitter. And its @ DEA_R MEN. Okay. If you guys haven't seen this, this is going to make, this made my day yesterday. All right. So just pull it up. So Dear Men is an account on X. Okay. He posts, hey, Nikki, Tabir, Nikita. Oh, that's what it is. Nikita Beer. I don't even know how to say that right. But anyways, hello, X support. I received only $79 in ad revenue for this payout period, which seemed unusually low considering my account's reach, engagement, and impressions. Please review my earnings calculations and explain why the payout was significantly lower than expected. I would appreciate a detailed clarification. Okay? Okay. So Nikita looks at the account and says, thanks for flagging this. We've reviewed your account and found out that you're reposting content word for word from other accounts multiple times a day. Your account has now been demonetized. Let me know if you have any further questions. Okay. It gets better. All right. Because this is just the beginning of this moment. The best part is I immediately go check out this account. And wouldn't you know, this account, first of all, here are the posts that they were stealing from everybody. There's a whole story to this, but don't worry, but we're getting there. Okay? So you can go and look at the account stuff right now. And you can see how they were literally stealing this account, or they're stealing photos and posts directly from other people with no change. They just literally copy paste. Okay? Okay? Not even trying. All right? Posting all of this, stealing everybody's shit. Okay? Then gets better. If you go look at the account, look where it's from. Oh man, look at that. Oh, who would have guessed some slap account from the third world country was going around stealing people's content and then had the balls to complain about their impressions and how much money they weren't taking. Okay? So, it gets better. In my opinion, it gets better because he immediately responded with, "Hey, first of all, his English completely tanks at this point. Hey, I will remove all this content. It all by mistake. I won't do it again. Please don't do this." Oh my gosh, bro. So yeah, and he deleted the original post. Oh shit, bro. Brain Damage Autist says I tag people, try to have a conversation unless they're using all chat or whatever, they can't see my messages. That's really weird. Guys, can you see Brain Damage Autist in the chat, by the way? Can you see him? Yeah, so yeah, he did that, and then he said I will remove all this content, and then he actually and he responds again in the same comments. He goes, "Hey, Nikita, I understand the concern. If any posts violated the originality guidelines, I'm happy to remove them and adjust my content strategy. I'd really the opportunity to keep monetization active." And then he deleted the post. Oh man, so this made my evening. It's just a little highlight. All right, you guys know I could be pretty fucking petty, but dude, that shit killed me, dude. Like, he backed off so fast, and like, the thing is, he would have been fine. He could have just figured it out and adjusted on his own. But instead, he wanted to complain about only making $79 from stealing other people's content, and now he's making $0. I only see him via all messages, via not top. That's weird. Hi, Ladybug. I'm sorry. Don't be devastated. Dude, it is great. Yeah, congratulations. You played yourself. But yeah, Twitter and X has been having an absolute meltdown. A lot of these big accounts have been, because their money just dropped, their money and their revenue streams have dropped. There was another account that's bigger. He is, I believe, actually from America. Let me see if I can find him. Yeah, this account called, is this it? Nope, it's not this. Okay, yeah. This account called Bublik? I don't know. Bublik? They say, oh no, that's right. Bublik is not from America either. This is another fucking slop account. Okay, this is, a lot of people follow this one too. So this is Bublik over on X. Chasing Dreams, Cat Cuddles, 29,000 or 21.9 thousand followers. Go here. There, it says the account is based in North America, which is a lie. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse, for the one kick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disable that sound alert.
Falcon kick. Yeah.
But they're connected via Eastern Europe from a non-European Android app, which likely means he's pretty close to the Middle East. So, slop is the word of 2026. Yeah, Bublik, is that what it is? Mike, do you see the pile of garbage on Reset Era is trying to get Visa and MasterCard to censor the new Stellar Blade game? I did not see that. Really? Really? That warrants a kinky. Oh. That's funny, but not surprising. The only shit on X that gets any traction is reposts and copycat material. Original posts and commentary never get pushed. Yes. So here's what we're gonna talk about this a little bit, and then we'll get into the game. So this account's based in when it says North America, because they're using like a proxy of some kind. And when it says Eastern Europe, that Eastern Europe could be a lot of things. At this, like, it could be a lot of different things in a lot of different countries, but you also see that it's a non-EU Android app, which means it could be from them using like proxies or VPNs to hide where they actually are from. Anyways, this guy posted his analytics. His analytics are insane. You know, active followers, 53 million impressions, engagement rate's not so good. But he got paid $47.69 over on X. Goes 50 million views, $47. This is what Twitter paid me as my salary. They just cut my money by 98%. Gets 50 million views in 2 weeks, spends a minimum of 5 hours on Twitter, 5 to 15 posts every single day, gets $47 for all that effort, which isn't even enough to cover my own subscriptions. And don't come at me saying they rewarded original content this time. Twitter always was a platform where everyone steals from each other, and it stays that way. Some people just got their pay cut, others didn't. This is actually a lie. You also see that he limited replies as well, because he's a fucking lying bitch and he knows exactly what he's doing. Okay? Saying everyone steals content and I can just keep doing what I'm doing is a lie. That's not how that works. Okay? That's never been how it works. But a bunch of these big ass accounts who have been manipulating the algorithm know that they've been lying, know that they've been shitbagging and making the app worse with all of their fucking content, are mad now. And this motherfucker, this is the thing that like shocks me the most. This is the thing that shocks me the most, is the fact that he says, this is what Twitter paid me as a salary. This isn't your fucking salary. This is not a job. Like, it is a job to an extent, but like, Twitter is monetizable. Okay? Just like YouTube, Google, all of that stuff is monetizable, and you figure out the algorithm and you try to make it work. But the thing is, like, they don't owe you that salary. And the fact is, you manipulated that, you lied, you misused and abused their algorithm and stole other people's content and had the balls to then get mad about them cutting that because they're saying, hey, guess what? We're not doing that anymore. We're going to try to give these original posters and original content posters, they're going to be the ones that get the most monetization from it. They're the ones that are going to receive the most monetization from it. And they're going to see the biggest boost to revenue. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay? We've had this problem with streamers like XQC and even Hassan and some of these other fucking guys that will get up and go make a sandwich or go take a shit for 25 minutes and put somebody else's video up and watch that other person's content, not give them any credit for it. This has been happening all over the app. Anyways, I responded to this because I think this is important to do, and I'm gonna show you guys something. I'm I'm going to show you guys my analytics here because I think this is important to have a conversation about. Okay, so you guys saw that guy's analytics, okay? Hold on. I'm going to post mine, and then we can skip back and forth between his and mine so you can see the difference. Okay. So 50 million views. He got paid. I'm going to show you guys what my analytics look like. Hopefully I don't dox myself. I don't think I'm doxing myself. Am I doxing myself? Nope. Okay, and this is for 2 weeks, okay? So this is my analytics over 2 weeks. All right? I think I'm not doxing myself. All right? So this is his. 4.8 thousand verified followers, 17,000 active followers, 53 million impressions, 0.4% engagement rate. Keep track of that one. That's going to be really important in a second here. 225 engagements, 31,000 bookmarks, 8K reposts, 170,000 likes, 1.9K replies, 8.8 thousand profile visits. Okay? So we're looking at that. You can see those numbers. This is that guy's numbers. These are my numbers. I have 2.2 thousand. I have 8.9 thousand active followers. Okay. I have over 2 weeks, 992,000 impressions. My engagement rate is 4.8%. Okay. This is important. And this is why I'll explain this in a second here. And then you see my engagements, 48,000. He has obviously higher engagement, but the engagement rate is important. Okay, this is why. All right, and I'll explain it to you. 1.4 thousand profile visits, 1.2 thousand replies, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all of this stuff. These are not the important things. This right here, this is the important thing. Yeah, Treeber, you probably do have a very high engagement rate. This is why this is important, okay? And this is what I said in this guy about this guy's tweet. And I made, by the way, just to let you guys know, full disclosure, I made like $67 this month on Twitter, which is pretty low. But like still better than nothing, okay? I made more money than this guy did with a quarter or a fraction of his numbers, okay? A fraction of his numbers. Why? Well, because they told you. Nikita told everybody what was going to happen on this app and what they were going to do and what they were going to change about this app. And none of these fucking accounts listened to it. You had Don Luker, who steals people's shit all the time and posts all kinds of shit and was manipulating an algorithm with breaking news and all this shit, crashing out about how much money he was going to miss out on and how much money he was going to lose. Well, you did it to yourself, pal, because they straight up told you what the difference was and what the change was. And I responded to it. And I said, I made more money than this guy. And I mostly just shitpost on here. But it kind of proves, because this is what they were talking about, that original content and genuine engagement is going to be the king moving forward, which for someone who live streams for a living isn't particularly surprising or new territory. If you're a live streamer, or you've been on YouTube for a hot second, you know that the algorithm's constantly shifting and changing. It happens all the time. All the time where you'll be chilling and doing stuff and the algorithm will shift and people go, oh, numbers are down. How do we change it? What do we have to do? What do we adjust? What do we have to change about the way we do content and stuff? And at one point, it wasn't about engagement. It really was about numbers and getting your numbers up to a certain level. You could manipulate that kind of stuff. The thing you can't manipulate, the thing you can't pretend about, John A. Douglas says, tweet for the love of the game. That's the way to do it. See, if Twitter stopped being profitable, like if I went like 2 months and didn't get a single payout for Twitter, I probably would stop doing verified. But Twitter pays for its verification. I do the $11 a month or whatever the first tier of monetization is. Maybe it's the second tier monetization. I think it's the first tier. I paid like $11 or $12 a month or whatever for Twitter. So it pays for itself. And if it pays for itself, cool. Awesome. That means I get a boost to my engagement. It means I can get monetized. And if I do well and I make and my tweets pop off, then I get paid for that month from Twitter. But I'm not making it my career to try to become a professional X poster. That's nonsense. It's stupid. This is supposed to be for people that are like journalists and people that actually report on real news and people that are, you know, content creators to be able to post on there. $11. Thank you, Tree Bear. This is supposed to be for content creators and journalists and stuff who post on X primarily to get information to people, to have a financial incentive, to make it easier for them. Because if you're a journalist or you're somebody out there who's posting consistent news and trying to post breaking news and post things on Twitter and keep people engaged and keep news out there, guess what? You'll make a lot of money. Yeah, I don't change anything for Twitter. I'm just doing now what I was doing before. Exactly. So, like, that's the thing. I think this is a huge net positive. And I know right now Twitter is kind of like there's a lot of people melting down on Twitter, but you're going to see this, and I've seen this a lot today specifically, smaller accounts starting to do well. And starting to have better engagement and starting to see their numbers creep up, because these bigger accounts are not being able to siphon views from them. And that's what's been happening the entire time, is that they've been just siphoning views and siphoning like numbers from smaller creators who they notice like will start to get a trend going, and then they'll jump on that trend immediately because they already have the bigger amount of followers. They know their engagement will pop off because it's a viral tweet. Because if you take a viral tweet and you just tweak it and post it, you'll see your numbers pop. You'll absolutely see your numbers pop. But this is the other part of it, and this is what I think is important if you're interested in this stuff, and I am, and I love this stuff. The reality is, instead of trying to figure out how to manipulate the algorithm, the best thing you can do is just post stuff that matters to you. If you want to see if you can make money on Twitter, like maybe, just maybe, I will say this, just maybe, you could say, hey, what do I see trending or things like that? That's how you want to go about it, but you will become very miserable with Twitter very quickly. The best thing you can do is just post shit that you like, repost stuff that you like, quote tweet things that you think are important to talk about, and if you have an idea, just fucking post it. That's what people do. That's what I do all the time, is just post. I'll just get a random fucking idea. I'll be like, I don't like pickles. Post that I don't like pickles on Twitter. Sometimes it pops, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Like you're posting on a social media account for the heck of it. And like, you know, John just said and Disbrew just said, just do it for the love of the game. Who gives a shit? And if it's paying for itself, then awesome. Dropping Fat Dump says, or delete social media. Okay, well, that works. That could work in the context of like you don't have like a major following online, but I can't discount the fact that X is massively important for connection. There's people that I talk to on X I don't talk to anywhere else. And frankly, there's people I talk to on X that I wouldn't talk to anywhere else on any other social media accounts. But that stuff is important for staying connected to certain people and connecting with people. It's how, you know, I believe that's how Jay and Gina first connected, you know? I know people have talked to a lot of celebrities in Hollywood that way, or met people that way, and made massive connections that way and stuff like that. And so it is important, but you got to know what it's for. And if you're just on here just trying to figure out how to stay monetized and how to post slop content and stuff like that to stay monetized, you're going to quickly burn out because they're going to shift that eventually. And it's really funny because right after that, some fucking generic ass fucking poster guy was like, oh, guys, if you want to make real money, don't do it on X. Go over to Instagram. That's where the real cash is. That's where the real money is. Let me see if I can find this fucking guy's post. Spencer Hakimian? He's from the United States, he says, but I don't know. He posted, everyone's complaining about X and its terrible payout program. Instagram is the actual place to make money on social media. Follow me over there and learn how to make millions. Well, here's the thing. Instagram saw what X just did and went, hey, that's not a bad idea. So you know what Instagram's about to do too? completely about to shift the way that they do monetization as well. They just announced that they're going to follow in X's footsteps, and they're going to shift not paying out as hard and paying out as much to content reposters. There's a lot of channels. His VPN says he's from the United States. Typically, if you're using a VPN, it will say North America, not the United States. That's why I think he might actually be from the United States. I don't know, though. He could be using a really good VPN. I don't know. But the thing is, Instagram's about to make the same decision and the same shift. What's up, Nader Agus? How you doing, buddy? And Dispero, I hope you had a good stream. Instagram's about to make the same shift, which means Facebook is about to make the same shift because of the rise of bots and AI. The problem is a lot of these fucking accounts and a lot of these places and a lot of these social media apps did not prepare correctly for the rise of AI. They were not ready for the automation of some of this stuff that was going to happen. And so they saw massive spikes of these accounts on X flooding their timeline with viral tweets because they knew because an AI could go, this is what the algorithm likes, and this is what will do well on your algorithm, and so just post stuff like this. And these people from all these other third world countries went, okay, I'll do that, and then did that, and then used bot farming to artificially boost their numbers, so that way the algorithm would pick up on them faster, and then they could monetize themselves and make thousands and tens of thousands of dollars a month on these accounts. And they at first were like, oh, look at all the engagement, or look at all the awesome stuff happening here. The problem is that number that I showed you, engagement. That is the kicker. You know why? Because bots don't really engage with people. Bots just post bot shit and then they move on to the next fucking thing. AI is not trying to engage with people. Yes, you could argue with an AI, or you might be arguing with one so that they artificially drop comments, because comments are important, but the engagement is the kicker here, because it means that you either respond to somebody or say something to somebody or something like that, and people respond to you, and that shows that you're interacting with your audience, which is important, because if you interact with your audience and people like X and they like the engagement that they're getting on X and they get to talk to their favorite creator on X, you know what they're more likely to do? Keep using X. It also means that they're more likely to keep scrolling through their timeline on X and see ads on X, or sign up for X if they are inspired by their favorite creators to do so. The reason is the currency of the realm right now is not currency. It is engagement. It is authenticity. It is connection with your audience. It always has been, but this specifically right now is what these companies are starting to hone in on. And they're starting to realize is more important than the numbers themselves, because you can inflate the fuck out of numbers. You can bot the shit out of your views and people will go, wow, look at that. Look how many views he has. And then we've seen it before with massive accounts. Million plus sub accounts that will be streaming, and it'll say 20,000 people are watching, and the chat is moving slowly. One comment here, one comment there. Sometimes the comments have nothing to do with the video because they're bots. We've seen it happen. In fact, we've seen it happen with a guy who had an exclusive deal with this other company, this other streaming platform, who numbers don't really fucking make sense at all with the amount of engagement he has. Here's the thing. I have better engagement on my 5,000 sub YouTube channel than channels that have quadruple the amount of subscribers that I do, because some of them just figured out how to blow up their subscriber count. And that's what they thought was important, and that's what YouTube thought was important. Now YouTube is even saying that engagement is very important. You know who wins? People that actually engage with their audience. You know who else wins? The audience. The chatters. The people that are actually talking to people. And then, Disper says all of the latest news and stuff gets posted on Twitter. It's great news aggregator. Yes, you just have to curate your feed so it doesn't show you all the doom stuff. And the best part is, with this change, we're going to see less and less doom scroll accounts. they'll try to, what they're going to try to do, because they always inevitably do this, is they will try to flood to other social media sites. They're going to try to flood over to Instagram and Facebook and anywhere else, and Blue Sky, good luck with that one, and all of this shit, so they can engage with people, and those people are going to shift the same way the X is. And this is a good thing. This is a net positive, in my opinion, for the way everything else goes and the way that social media is supposed to go. So I'm actually pretty excited about it. Clark's spot farming. That's wild, dude. I remember the days before norms were using VPNs. You can't go anywhere online anymore without running into some regular user. Yeah, dude, it's insane. And the thing is, like, you can actually watch what happens when on Twitter specifically when you like kick a hornet's nest. If I like say some shit about like Nigerian bots or Indian slap accounts, I will see comments and I will see my inbox start to flood with like my requested messages flood with like these accounts from like fucking Nigeria and Africa, or flood with you know, stuff from the Middle East, India and stuff, yelling at me and upset with me and calling me like every racist name they can think of because they're upset. And a lot of them aren't even real people. A lot of them are just bots. Because they saw the algorithm and they went, let's go, you know? So that stuff is going to stop happening. And I'm pretty happy for it. Andrew Fay says, successful creators are like surfers. Season ones patiently wait for the perfect wave one that matches their style, has real power, then ride it with mastery for maximum impact. Their brand. There you go, bro. Agent Orange said, sup, Mike? Wanted to ask you about book recommendations. I'm looking for something new to read. Well, what have you read? And what do you like to read? Tell me that, and I'll try to give you some recommendations. Okay? Also been to know that replies from verified accounts affects payouts. Boom. Boom. But these guys aren't talking about any of that. They're ignoring all of that to say, oh, they're just attacking us. Like, X doesn't... No. Yeah, shorts made subscribers redundant as a metric. Absolutely fucking right. That company has a good wallet from what I'm told. They do. Listen, I won't knock Rumble for the decentralization aspect of their website and their app. They have a good infrastructure there. They're designed to be decentralized. They're designed for people to be able to talk about whatever they want and be protected from that, and not have to face those kind of issues should things go sideways for them. That stuff is great. The problem is the numbers don't always add up or make sense. Rumble Wallet is great. It's a great infrastructure to be able to put your money somewhere safe and not have to worry about getting canceled out or a bank trying to close out your shit. But you know what? The other stuff on that website, they have issues. They have major issues right now. The inflation bros, right? And of course, paying your taxes to Meek. Well, listen, that's not a... There's no tax. There's no tax. Remember when a VPN was exactly what it meant to be? People think those terrible online ads told them a VPN does, and it's mostly wrong. Yeah. Numbers don't matter. Oh, wait, where's the gameplay? We're talking about important stuff. X is where it's at. Yeah, 4chan used to be where it's at, but 4chan kind of sucks now too. So anyways, that was all I wanted to talk about with that. So I like fantasy and sci-fi books. I've read the Sun Eater series, the Red Rising series, and some Brandon Sanderson books, for example. Disparu loves Brandon Sanderson. I have not read any of his series yet. I've got him on my list because of Disparu's recommendation. My favorite book series, my favorite sci-fi book series of all time is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That will be the game series that I recommend to you. Off rip is just is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's 4 books written by Douglas Adams. There's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Restaurant at the End of the Universe, So Long for and Thanks for All the Fish, and then I believe it's Mostly Harmless. I believe that's the order of those books. Okay? And then after that, he died. And then Johan Colfer, is that his name? That did the Artemis Fowl series. He wrote the last book for Douglas Adams because Douglas Adams died before we finished out his series, and it's called And Another Thing. And Douglas Adams' books, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, is phenomenal. I recommend West of Eden. It's very old school sci-fi. Okay, that sounds really familiar. Song of Albion. It's the best book series I've ever read. I've read tens of thousands of books. Damn. I respect that. Song of Albion. I've heard of that one too. And then Disper says read Mistborn first, because that'll be the movie he'll be doing first. Okay. Mistborn. That's the one you've mentioned to me more than any of the other ones. So yeah. I also just don't have as much time to read as I used to, because I use it playing video games. So Salty Sorcerer X for 2 says gameplay tax. Also, please turn my pet orange. I might have eaten your pet. Sorry. It's hungry. I needed a injection of vitamin C. Fifth Down Sports for 2 says, "Where's my tax? Here's my tax. Tax. Home loves house mouse."
Here I come to save the day.
Mistborn is the best entrance into his books for sure. Anyways, okay. There you go. If Disper recommends it, I do trust it. Go check out Mistborn as well. Known scam bag for $1. That beardo is a Pajit, bro. That's wild work. Hey, I'm that's fucking wild. Oh shit. Between the Panels says, "Hey, I'm thinking of buying the Lego Batman movie in honor of my little brother that just passed to play it because he never got to beat it. Is buying the premium version worth it?" I don't know what comes with the premium version. I would say if you never played a Lego game, I would just buy the base version of it first. Lego Batman's cool. And if you're talking, you're talking about the new Lego Batman game? Or you're talking about the Lego Batman movie? That's what I'm curious about. Do you mean the movie or you mean the new game that just came out, which is Legacy of the Dark Knight? Explain that to me, panel, if you're talking about the movie or the game, and then I'll tell you. Frank the Tank says, "I like the Stormlight Archive from Sanderson till the 5th one, which is terrible. I still don't know why anyone likes Mistborn. It's every terrible shonen ever made." Interesting. Interesting. What's the pet orange for? I wish I knew. Can you ask Disbrew what the oranges are for? I don't think Disbrew knows what the oranges are for. It's a mystery to everyone. Salty Source Rex for 2 says, "Can you ask Disbrew what the oranges are for?" Yes. Disbrew says, "I love shonen." Yeah, well, that's the thing. I even like crappy shonen too. I can appreciate it. So yeah, the new game. Yes, I would buy the new game and I would just buy the base version of it and play it that way. I don't think it changes much. And if you really like it and you're really enjoying it, buy the premium version and just to support the game. That's the way I would suggest doing it. Especially if this is your first one. And I am very sorry to hear about your brother passing. That's sad. Rest in peace to your brother. Rest in peace to your brother. But he obviously had a really good sibling, with you trying to honor his legacy and want to honor his legacy. So much love to you and prayers to you. So also try the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. I've heard about that one too. One of Lucas's biggest inspirations for Star Wars. Isn't the Foundation on Apple Plus right now too? Isn't the Foundation like a series on Apple Plus? Disparu knows all. Have you ever seen Golden Kamui? I have not. All right, so people that don't know, I've shown you guys this game before already. Witchfire just got a massive fucking update. Okay? Massive update. They added a bunch of new content to it. They added a new area and stuff. I have not seen any of this stuff. They also just added a story version. So there's a bunch of shit that I don't know what it's going to do and how it's going to affect things. Oh shit. Oh shit. I have no idea what's about to happen with this game. So we're learning as we go. Brad just became a channel member. Thank you, Brad. Shout out. Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me. Fuck, dude. I've heard this game is hard as fuck. This game is very hard. Yeah, it's very difficult. Salty or Cyrus Rex for 2 says, "You ate my pet orange? Then where's Meatball?" Huh? There's a meatball too? Uh-oh. The oranges are either there to balance the other flavors with acidity or evil beings that show up like Sprint at the beginning of someone's downfall, depending on which reading you prefer. That's actually pretty good. Oh, goodness gracious. That scared the shit out of me. I already know, I know who that is too. Yeah, that's... All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what's about to happen here. I don't know what was just said. We're about to fucking find out. That I fucking hate that sound alert, dude. I'm not gonna lie. If it literally, if it wasn't for Frank and Angie Blanket telling me not to change it, I would have changed it a long time ago. Drinky Crow for 50 says Meek Meal. Can you play White Shakira? Hold on. I don't know yet. All right. You got to remember the last time I played a video you sent me, it got my stream taken down. Ihuar Freya's calling. All right. I will play 15 seconds of this because this is actually fucking cool. All right. Drinky Crow, I'll play like 15 seconds of this because I will immediately get claimed for this. So Drinky Crow just sent me this. This is White Shakira. And actually is pretty legit. So we're going to play this actually. Is this someone Elder Scrolls? No. It's like a first-person shooter. There we go. White Shakira. This is Ihuar Freya's Calling. Go check it out. Shout out Drinky Crow. I got you, bro. Shout out to Drinky Crow. So don't Soul Frame. No, I wanted to play Witchfire. I want to play the new update. Rough Knight wanted me to tell you he hasn't played Witchfire in a while, but he's not going to complain about spoilers the entire time like Ferg. That's because Rough Knight's base as fuck. So all these new members are inspiring. Hey, your Neuromoto Protocol. Thank you for the gifted membership. Or the membership, not the gifted. The membership. Shout out. And then what's up? Hey, would you blow me? Damn, you guys are just popping in. Stillborn says when Alien 2 Isolation comes out, do you think you'll play that? Yes.
Do it. Do it. Come on, kill me. I'm here. Come on, do it now. Kill me.
I really don't want to fucking play that game because of how scary the last one was, but yes, I'm going to play it. Absolutely. Son of Sanguinius says, do you think we can get a Jesse Ventura rant, except it's in your Poindexter voice? Poindexter voice? Oh, by super dirty one? Yeah, we'll get to that in a second here. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, fuck, I missed it. So these things are like saints that you can summon, dead saints, and they do different shit. I don't know what they do now. But yeah, they changed the way that the game works, so I have no idea what's about to happen here. I have no idea what this is. Disprove, I think you would love this game, no joke. It doesn't have a multiplayer component, which is a big, like, knock on it, but the game is actually really fucking difficult, and I think you'll actually legit enjoy it. What the fuck is that? What? Hey, Ma! Look at this fucking cat!
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What's wrong with having a super nerdy voice? I didn't say anything was wrong with that. A new letter to be read in the workshop. Letters. To the prayer Cyrus benedictions. As you are reading this, you have arrived at the hermitorium our scouts discovered. How fared your journey? Oh shit, I can reply! Interesting. I don't know what that does. I don't know what the fuck that means. You've been telling us lies for years. Nice. Looks like a Brit. That's fucking wild, dude. All right. So what was that fucking creature, bro? Ma! Look at this fucking cat. The fuck is that? This guy. God, something called fucked up. Hey, Brain Dam and Autist. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good night. Oh shit, what? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's changed here now. I don't know what that fucking creature was. I have no idea what that meant or anything. But yeah, Disparu, this game is one of those ones that's like Vampire Survivors. It starts out like, seems like it's really it's gonna seem super simple when you first start playing it, and then as you keep going, oh my god. All right, that's gonna be rough. But as you keep playing it, it'll feel more and more it'll get more and more complicated. There's more and more secrets to discover in the game. Like shit like this. I don't know. Like, this is all new. Like, this is... What is this? Like, this is all new shit that they just added into the game. But this is, like, the main social hub. So it's like an extraction shooter. That's, like, the best thing I can compare it to is, like, an extraction shooter. Oh, there's fucking broken asset there. In that you have, like, a social hub that you can go to and hang out in and stuff like that. And that social hub is has a bunch of secrets and stuff in it, but you're totally safe down in the social hub. But then there's like a bunch of like secret shit that you can unlock as you keep playing the game. And yeah, it's just complicated. I don't even know how to explain it. I have the game, just not put much time into it, bar the tutorial. Dude, it's good. It's really fucking good. So we'll jump into an instance because I want to see what the new area looks like, actually. So I'm going to go down. We're going to go up to the new area. And we're going to check it out and see what it's like. Let me get to this StreamYard chat real quick. But yeah, dude, if you... I have been praising this game from the start. If you have not played this game, if you have not checked out Witchfire, you are doing yourself a disservice if you like difficult... shooters. Unlocking secret poop sounds like a Dan Vass game. It kind of is. It's metal as fuck too. Like, that's the other part of that I like, is that it's metal as fuck. Vampire Survivors was so much fun. Yeah, this is like a first-person version of that. Like, in that it just seems like it's going to be really simple at first. No. And as you keep going on, you figure out how complicated it is. Oh. Saltysaurus Rex for 2 says Mazda's trying to inseminate Pokemon. Miki, bruh. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, dude. God damn it. Dude. Fuck. Fuck. Drinky Crow says, knock, knock, nigga. You didn't laugh at... You didn't laugh at Meek Meal. Thought it was a good one. Continue. Sorry. Thank you, Drinky Crow. It's fucking wild, dude. Knock, knock, nigga. Dude, and then... Frank the Tank! For another 50 says, well, now I have to do it. Can't have everyone stealing my thunder. Anyway, everyone better be paying their tithe to the meek pourer, the master of meek kind. Thank you, Frank the Tank. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Drinky Crow, for the 50 as well. That's wild, dude. That's wild. Meek Meal is good. No, Meek Meal is good. All right, I'm sorry, Drinky. I should have laughed at it. It was a good one. Yeah, they just added in like a garden area to this, and I don't know where the garden key to it is. I don't know where I'm supposed to even find the garden key. There's like like I said, they added a bunch of new shit, but you know what? I'm gonna go switch over to my my good weapon, and then we're gonna jump into the new area and see what's going on around here. See what's happening, see what's going on, and see what we got popping. I can't go on, baby doll, playing my song. Dash is apply fire element to a weapon. Dash, you want to look at the last wounded. We'll take this one. I still don't have a melee weapon. I gotta go find a melee weapon. All right. We're gonna jump into the new area real quick. That's how I knock when I'm delivering pizzas, bro. That knock alert scared me the first time I heard it, and it's just gotten worse ever since. Scrap of paper folded small. I'm sorry I screamed. I would speak to you, but the chapel's unsafe now. Please light me a fire in the alcove beneath your vestal flame. I cannot strike it myself. The hearth does not forget the hands that light it. I will write to you again. What? Oh shit! What's this? Legitimately, I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Like, I don't know what any of this stuff is. Hunt? Come back to the hermitorium. All right, let's go hunting. Here I come to save the day. Kevin? You mean Beardo? No, this is the real Kevin. The other Kevin. Drinky Crow Kevin. All right, here we go. Kevin is such a menace. Dude, I love Kevin, but yeah, he's a menace. Marshlands. I have never... I have to find it. Marshlands chart. I wonder where I find this at. You know what? I've never been here either. Border country... Oh, so this is the tutorial area. Now you can go back to the tutorial area. Hey, what's up, Darth Bane? That's straight up duty cop knock, yeah. Yeah, I've never been to this area. I don't know what this area is, actually. This is like the tutorial area, but now you can apparently go back to it. I didn't know you could go back to the tutorial area, so this is like part of the new content, I guess. What's up, B-Man? How you doing, buddy? Hey, what's up, Keenan? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Clown Pilled? Hey, we got everybody popping in here, dude. I hope you guys are doing well. Escape to Witch Mountain. This actually kind of is like Escape to Witch Mountain in a way, yeah. Like I said, there's different instances in different parts of the map, and when you first start out, you just slowly progress through the... Who's shooting at me? What the fuck? Oh. When you first start out, you just progress through like really simple maps, and then they get more complex as they go along, and the enemies get like bigger and scarier. I've never been to this area of the game before. This is like the tutorial area, but for some reason they reopened it so you can go back. What? Holy sister, who the fuck is that? Is Meek streaming with the red-headed puppet with the nice hands tonight? I mean, the red-headed puppet with the nice hands is nearby. I don't know if she'll make an appearance, though. I don't even know if she can hear me right now. Chat wants to say hi to you. Chat wants to say hi to you. Well, they want to see your hand. At least one of your hands. Aw, look at that, chat. She's coming over here. It's because she likes you guys. Oh, she likes me, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's the bit of the map I've actually done. Yeah, this is the tutorial area. You've never been able to go back to it. So, hi. Just like right here. Make me look cool. Look, chat, look. See, there's two hands. I had nothing to do with that. Okay? Thank you. You smell nice. Damn. Damn.
Can I get to the dance? Sweet, yes. Show me the way, 'cause I got bills to pay.
D. Vinny says, I'm working on Adobe Illustrator on digital painting, the old-fashioned one without AI, and watching you in the background on the second monitor. That's base as fuck, D. Vinny. I'm not gonna lie to you. Show us a foot? No. Nope. If she belts out a hello in a deep voice, I'm dying. Hey, chat. No, she's not gonna do that. Mike has hands for legs confirmed. Damn it to hell. It's not what you were supposed to walk away with. Is that Roman Reigns? That's fucking, I hate you guys so fucking much, dude. I fucking hate you guys. Hi. Miss Rough Night says hi. She went to you, Mrs. Rough Night, just you. Psychotic Mongoose got a membership. Oh shit, look at that. Well, let me make sure I can actually say this guy's name correctly. Neuromotor Protocol just gifted 5 Meek memberships. Thank you. That shows you have 2 legs. You can't. Yeah. Well, the last time I tried to show you guys my legs, I almost fell out of my chair and I got a cramp. Clown Pill for 109 for 2 says nice hands tax. Thanks. Calling her McRib is double funny if you think about it biblically. I mean, that's true. She can't hear us. What's up, Oculus? How you doing, buddy? Let me see here. What do we want to do? Really increase weapon damage after any damage is taken. 2 critical magazine hits in a row. Do an extra bullet. Safe reload. This is going to be an easy area. So this is like a really easy area of the game, so I'm not particularly worried about it. I'm just kind of revisiting because they've never let you go back here again. But we're going to go explore the new area in a second, and you guys will see how fucking terrible this game is and how much it hates its player base. And by hate its player base, I mean, this is an awesome fucking team of indie developers who have put together a really, really awesome game. This is one of the few, like, this is legitimately a property that I think they could make a franchise out of, and I would watch the shit out of this. Like, just an old school, like, you know, like, period piece miniseries or, like, you know, 5-season series where you're just a witch hunter. Like, going back and trying to fight, trying to kill a witch or whatever, and like purge her corruption from the world. So thank you for the gifties again. Neuromotor Protocol, appreciate it. Real Grey Goals for 20 says, in case you're not streaming tomorrow, happy Father's Day, Monica. Monica says, hope you have a great time with the family tomorrow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Imagine complaining about having a badass shield. What? Did I do that just now? I didn't complain. What's this? What's this area? What the fuck? Oh shit, that must be, this is like a bog. This was not in this was not in the area originally. This is wild. Okay. So proud of my armor and weapons I have in Crimson Desert right now. Plus I got one of the rare, just got the rare black bear mount. Oh shit, dude. Dude, I really need to play Crimson Desert. Frank told me it was great. Kata told me it was great. Everybody's been telling me to play it and that it's really fucking good. And every time I've gone to start it, I just realize how much time it's going to take up of my life, and I've actively been avoiding it, and I'm sorry, okay? I failed you, chat, because I do realize I probably should just get my head out of my ass and play it. Rubrigo says, I want my wrench! Give me back my wrench! I don't have any control of that. I didn't take it from you. So Solomon Kane, basically, it is similar to Solomon Kane, yeah. Oh shit, what the fuck? Reminded me of Hansel and Gretel movies meets Van Helsing. Yeah, very much similar aesthetic. I have yet to meet the witch. There are, what's it called? What the fuck is that? What is this? I'm not going in there. I have yet to meet, the witch yet. Like, she's on Witch Mountain. I have not got to the witch yet, and apparently she's not actually going to appear until like the game launches. This is update 0.9, and then later this year is the official like the official full launch for the game, where it goes from being an early access. But yeah, I don't know what's there. I don't actually know what's in that area. I will gladly give you my mod. Turd, you are not allowed. You cannot unbecome a mod. You just can't fucking do it. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know. This map isn't even, like, on my charts or anything now. This is kind of wild. A Psychotic Mongoose just gifted another membership. Thank you, Psychotic Mongoose. Appreciate you, bro. Someone Sanguinea says, I got the launch box today. I already have somebody buying all my orcs. Dude, hell yeah. It's funny because I have a friend who's doing, I think, the opposite, where they have the orcs. They want the orcs, but they don't want the Imperium stuff. So. Oh, okay. This takes me back to the beginning. Okay. So, yeah, apparently you can go back to the beginning, but I don't know that there's anything. Is there anything else in the game to explore there? I feel like there's more shit to explore there that I didn't find. I don't know. Just paying it forward? Well, I very much appreciate the Psychotic Mongoose. Yeah. Shout out to all the mods out there working hard. Psychotic Mongoose is a very busy mod. Naruto the 7th. Mr. and Mrs. Rough Night are excellent mods. Turd. Turd exists. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's something around here that I'm not seeing. There must be some kind of like secret or something that I'm not seeing. I don't know. Whatever. We'll leave for now. We'll come back later. Goes without saying, I'll be buying a lot of jump pack Marines. I mean, that's fair. I've read it a few times in English. What have you read a few times in English? Turd slander? It's not slander if it's true. Read the Vatican's letter. Oh, okay. Second folded note. Writer's calmer than the first. I've seen the fire flickering. Thank you. Scatter line of salt across the threshold there. And I will be well hidden. I cannot mark it myself. Salt loses savor in my hands. I have no idea what the fuck is happening right here. Hunt and come back to the Hermitorium. Okay. Oh, you know what I think is happening? I think this must be like what you guys will probably run into this storyline in the beginning of the game. You guys will probably run into this storyline in the beginning of the game if you haven't played it before, so that you can get kind of a storyline from it. Okay, so this is like starting, I think it's starting to explain the story a little bit. That's what it is. Guess Mike didn't want to see the video of him? The video of me? What are you talking about? Video of me? Alright, let's go check out this new area. And Disparu, you get... Oh, wait, I don't even know how to get the marshland chart yet. Fucking hell. I don't know if it's... I don't know where to get this from. Would it be Velmore? There's an area of the game I don't want to go to because I activated a thing called a calamity, or like a torment, and basically the torment makes the area like really fucking bad and full of like a ton of enemies. And what is this? What is all this new shit? What is this? What are those things? What is that? Divine chest. What is all this new shit? Oh fuck, dude, I'm fucked. Mike, I tagged you on X, made a music video. Oh, see, I didn't see that, dude. I get tagged on so many things. I don't always see stuff, so don't assume that I ignored you. If I'm ignoring you, I'll let you know. I'll be like, yo, I did ignore you. I'll straight up tell you I ignored you. I don't want to go this way. This is actually like a secret area. I don't want to go this way. Maybe Disparu was Mike's wife the whole time? You're not supposed to yell at that. What is this? Oh, that's a trap. Okay, I see now. Seen a divine chest once? That's wild. I don't think they're the same thing. Divine chest is called Sydney Sweeney. It feels like enemies got a little bit stronger here. I'm 99% certain that Lady Epic isn't Metal Slave. Lady Epic is not Metal Slave. I actually met Metal Slave at MegaCon. Metal Slave and Lady Epic are not the same person. Although they could even be related. I don't know. Ahoy, Disparu! Yeah, buddy, if you seriously, dude, if you haven't played this game, you'll love it. It's right up your fucking alley, especially with like the power scaling and how ridiculous the enemies and stuff get. Even with a broken ass build where you know that your weapons and stuff are like doing real work, like the game, yeah. The game has like these brutal gauntlets when you're trying to unlock like a new area and stuff that you just like, it just mercilessly just will run you through like a gauntlet of enemies and stuff. Yeah. It also borrows heavily from like D&D in that they'll send like smaller waves of enemies at you to use up your resources and ammo, just to send like a bigger enemy at you at the end of it all. To be fair, they're both half Puerto Rican. I mean, that's fair. Why does my stream so late? It's after 8 p.m. because I don't have a life, okay? Well, I do have a life actually, but my life is all before 8 p.m. That's why. I think even in the first boss I ran out of ammo and got annoyed and I was like, what am I missing something moment in the game? Yeah. It's one of those things where you're constantly second guessing, like, yeah, because you'll run out of ammo and shit, and there's no like, oh cool, like you ran out of ammo, well don't worry, there's help for it. Like later you'll be able to buy like ammo charges and stuff. And then you'll be able to like upgrade the weapons and stuff, but basically it's kind of like in the beginning you run in, get as many resources as you can, and then run out until you start to get enough weapons and you start to get enough ammunition and stuff to actually fight the bosses. Because yeah, in the beginning you are missing resources on purpose. That is kind of the way that they build it out, is that you're intentionally like, you do not have everything that you need in the beginning of the game, and you slowly get it as you keep playing and progressing. Let's see. Weapon kills partially reload the magazine. Let's do that one for now. $8 p.m. is late. It is for some people. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. Like I was dead. Alright. Where are we gonna go? What is this? Gift from the witch holding something down. Answer to raise world corruption. I don't want to do that, though.
No.
Fifth Down Sports for 5 says, I miss when Meek used the far superior Metal Slave method, and I did not see Metal Slave at MegaCon, so don't believe she is real, just a myth that grows. She was there! Multiple people met her! She hung out with people. That's wild, dude. Where's the other bell? Where's the other bell? Oh, fuck, that's the warden. God damn it. If I don't see her, she doesn't exist. That sounds like a you problem. Oh, there it is. She was there, bro. I just can't prove it. Dude. Echo Chamber of Inflation, bros. That's wild work, dude. You guys are out of control. Want to see a truly terrifying game where somebody goes through the bad part of town to go to a Popeye's church? I mean, you get a pretty close look at that if you do the Mr. Burger mission on Modern Warfare 2. I'd say that that's a pretty close, like, reenactment. Use the cheat code. I don't think that that cheat code actually works. She's Beardo's coverage from MegaCon. It's fucking wild, dude. Oh shit, there's enemies fucking everywhere over there. Oh shit. I'm gonna lurk for a bit, don't get too rowdy. I mean, no promises, but I guess I'll try. Metal Slave is Meek's Canadian girlfriend. I think she'd be more offended that you called her Canadian than my girlfriend. But that's a pretty bad insult too. Listen, Lady Epic had to be saddled with me for like 15 years, bro. I'm not trying to wish that on anybody, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot to fucking deal with and handle. Fuck, I'm running out of ammo too. This is Night is 7 away. It's a free-for-all. We have other mods in chat. If you work from home and don't ever see your coworkers, do you actually have coworkers? I don't know, man. I really legitimately hate office culture. I mean, chat, Mike, you go nuts. Or I meant chat, Mike, you go nuts. Okay. All right. As long as I can do whatever I want, that's fine. I legitimately despise, with just about everything in me, office culture. I think that people should work from home. I also legitimately despise the 40-hour work week. I think that work should be based on production level, and that men should be rewarded for the merit of their work and not just an endless line of non-stop production that doesn't necessarily have an end. Because I think it actively discourages and I think it actively drains, like, not just like the physical body, but I think it also like drains people's like it drains people's like life energy, like their life force. It's not just like, oh, I worked a hard day at work, but it's like no matter how hard I work, no matter what I do, it's like just an endless line of work is an awful way to do things. Like, don't get me wrong. I think people, you know, hard work is important, and I think everybody should have to experience like a hardworking job of some kind. But I also think that the whole the endless line of never-ending work that a lot of people get trapped into is like soul crushing, and I think it's designed to be that way so that you never question things. But oh fuck, I see what I just did here. But yeah, I think people should be able to, like, the best thing that you could ever do for people is to make them feel like when they do something right, or when they do well, or they work hard, that they're rewarded for that hard work, and that reward will make people work even harder, and it'll make people like go out of their way to, like, you know, go above and beyond. So I work a 50 plus hour work week. That's a lot, dude. If you know, it's one thing if you choose it. It's different when you choose that, or like, you know, when you own a business, like you're doing a lot more than 40 hours a week. It's when you didn't choose it and you're in a position where you are working like a nonstop thing, and it's nothing's in your control, or your life doesn't feel like it's in your control at all. 40-hour work week was put in place by Henry Ford as a protection for his workers. It was longer at the time in general. Yes. But it was designed in a way that keeps people from, like, basically it was like we did the math and we figured out this is about as much as people can, like, humanly handle before they start breaking down or having issues. And so, like, let's just get everybody on this. I think work culture and things like that should be based on merit. Oh fuck, I died. God damn it. I worked almost 100 hours a week for almost 4 years, dude. That's insane, dude. At least tell them how much you do appreciate their hard work. Yes, or that too. This pizza party bullshit is the other part of it that I fucking hate. People are like, oh, you know, we're going to throw you guys a pizza party for having a, you know, having a good day. And you're like, thanks. Fucking pizza party. Great. That's awesome. It's exactly what I wanted, was a fucking pizza party. Like, how about a bonus, or like something that feels like I'm actually like being rewarded for like the work that I did. Okay, here we go. Open the garden door. New letter to be read in the workshop. Research concluded in the workshop. All right, let's go open this garden door first. I was deemed 8 hours a day was fair. 8 for work, 8 for personal, and 8 for sleep. Yeah, but that's the thing too. It doesn't account the fact that like travel time for work, you know, time getting out of work and all that stuff. So everything is kind of centered around your work life, and then it's up to you to decide how and where you go with the rest of it, you know? At this point I work minimum 60 hours. Dude, Frank, you work an insane amount of hours. Like, legit. And I know nurses that they work a ton of fucking hours. Like, that's the thing. If you don't mind working that much, I know some people that love that shit, dude. And if you don't mind working that much, I'm certainly not shitting on you or telling you there's something wrong with it. Some people love working like that and love just being busy all the time like that and want to. But I just feel like people should have the choice. When people aren't given the choice, it's fucking soul crushing. And I'm saying that as somebody that worked those kind of jobs. You know, I'm saying that as somebody that did work, like, you know, 50 plus hour or like, you know, 60 plus hour weeks, and worked at a place that had like mandatory 12s and 10s on Saturdays and, you know, things like that. Like, I remember all of that, and I understand how frustrating it can be, and I can understand how like soul crushing it can be. And I just have a lot of sympathy for people that have to face that. And I have a lot of sympathy for people that have to face that and didn't choose it. So, no, I hate it, but they pay me a lot. So, I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Golden. Yeah. But travel time for work. Hold on. I want to read this. I didn't expect to get into work culture, but we're doing it. Travel time for work is 1 hour total for me, and it always takes me 15 minutes to get out of there. So 75 minutes gone each day. Yeah. Mike gets half off discounts on foot massages. Mike is connecting to me on a spiritual level. Holy shit. Bro, I got you. I start going a bit crazy if I'm not working. Being lazy and sitting around is torture for me. I mean, that's fair. If you have hobbies, it's different. But if you don't have anything but a bonus, right? If you don't, yeah, if you're not feeling like your work is being rewarded, it's like you just go like, what the fuck? What is this? What is the point of all of this? My work is, you did great this quarter. Here's a $25 gift card to the company store, which is wild. Yeah, they're like, spend it on us. You're like, what? My job's idea of a bonus is doing someone else's job in addition to mine for no extra coin. That's fucking wild, dude. Disper says, yeah, they're the type of person who puts them in a forest, they start cutting down trees for the love of the game. I'd fall asleep. you have two wolves in you. One wants to sleep and one wants to cut down all the trees. That's wild. Yeah, so I've worked at a bunch of different companies over the years. I've worked at factories that just were grindhouses, and they just have they had horrible turnaround, and they'd work you until you just thought you couldn't do it anymore and you'd quit or whatever. I've worked at jobs where there was a lot of good incentives, good healthcare, and a lot of really good incentives for you set up for, like, if you do this or you reach this or you do well here, you know, there are bonuses. I worked a job where I had to be on call, and the boss was awesome and had like a bonus for on call. So being available and just being on call, knowing that your weekend might get eaten up, you get X amount of dollars for working that weekend. You know, even if nothing ever came in, you still, just the stress of being on call and knowing that you might have to get up and leave at any moment. Some places put you on call and you don't have any incentive. It's just like, sorry, bro, you shit out of luck. I worked at places that had, you know, bonuses, like company-wide bonuses if they hit certain goals, and everybody would get a nice windfall from it. That's awesome. That's a good way to do it too. There's a lot of different things, but people need to feel like they matter. And they don't have to feel like they matter in like the fake bullshit, like, we're a work family sense. Bitch, we're not a work family. I'm here to make money. That's the only that's the reason I got this job, is I'm here to fucking make money. And the sooner we get past all of the bullshit of like, oh, we're work culture and we're just blah blah, I'm like, don't fucking put that shit on me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to make money. But if you treat me like shit while I'm making money, we're gonna have a problem, because eventually how much money you're paying me and how much you're treating me like garbage, one's gonna outrank the other one, and then we have a real problem. You know, it's different if it's like a job where you feel rewarded. There's a lot of people that work jobs that feel are very rewarding. Being self-employed is awesome. It has a lot of issues and a lot of shortcomings and a lot of pitfalls, but it's nice that you can work as much as you want or as little as you want, and you live or die based on your own merit. Okay, but that's not for everybody. Not everybody should be unemployed. Some people work best when they have a supervisor, they have somebody, or a manager, they have somebody that dictates the work and manages the work. And, you know, it just everybody's different. But I will say, I don't think a single person there's not a single person, I think, on the planet that truly loves or values just being a fucking cog in a machine. You know, son of Sanguinius says, my coworkers, I did the math. We see each other more than we see our own families. That's really depressing to realize. That's a lot. I know Music says, I'm a financial analyst. Most of the work can be done in about 2 to 3 hours a day. It's mentally taxing, but like, I do not need to work 40 hours a week. That's the other part of it. If you know that your work can get done in like 2 to 3 hours, and you just say, yo, if you get your work done and it's quality work, and we don't see an issue with it, like, go to fuck home. Or if you want to do more work, we'll find more shit for you to do. There's a lot of different things that you can do there and change that. But changing that kind of culture and changing the way that work is and work is distributed and the work week and all of that jazz, you know, the problem is a lot of it gets co-opted by people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's a big part of it. A lot of people get co-opted by people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They get co-opted by fucking Marxists and communists who want to change the entire financial structure of the United States, the entire financial structure of a country. Or they go, well, we have coffee breaks and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, you're not getting any work done. So that's also an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a balance to all of it, you know? But very few places have like balance and are interested in balance, you know? Naptown Nerd says, I work 15 hours of overtime a week, but it allows me to go to Japan with Gary Ryan and fellowship, silver lining of all the extra work. There you go. So you see the benefits of that work. You actually see the benefits of it and you go, cool. I see the fruit of my labor here and I'm happy with it. That's the way to do it. And that's the way that's how it becomes fulfilling, and that you could take time off to do that, you know? Yeah, it's easier to work a 40-hour work week when you like your job. That's true. Frank says, yes. Fuck. I say 60 minimum because if I do a good job, I get to do hours worth of paperwork. They're like, great job this week, Frank. And he's like, thanks, I appreciate that. And they're like, here's a stack of paperwork for all the hard work that you did. I'm gonna go fill that out right now, or what? What's going on here? So, what's up, Zencat? Appreciate you trying to make all the rounds. Well, I appreciate you popping in. Started looking for other work. The animal shelter I work for has lost the plot. We're understaffed, overworked, understaffed, and it's not worth it financially, dude. Yeah, a lot of animal shelters have been struggling. I know one of the animal shelters near us was really having a hard go for a hot minute there. So, Super Steve. See, this is the other one. I like this. So, I love my OT, man. I'm bringing home about $5K a month in Iowa. My rent is $950 for a 3-bedroom house. You are living a dream right there, Super Steve. And that's the thing. Like I said, some people I know love working and they love overtime, and they will work, and they will, if you got work, I'll take the work. And then when they're ready to take a break, then they deserve a break. That's the other part of it too, though, is I know some people that work tirelessly for companies, and then they want to take a break, or they do something that inconveniences the company in any way, shape, and form, and they go right back to just being like every other fucking worker. And I think that everybody should be held to a standard of their merit of their work. If you're not a hard worker and you're lazy and you have problems and you have issues, and then you're demanding stuff from the company, like, you probably should watch yourself. But if you work for a company and you know that you work hard and that company values you and treats you with respect and treats you with respect and honors you for the hard work that you put in, then that's important. So, Wyoming Sasquatch member for 8 months says, I work 12-hour shifts, 6 days. 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, swings every 14 days, all to pay your, God damn it, you got me. All to pay your taxes. Meek, I swear I'll pay back my back taxes Friday. Just don't shoot my dogs. I'm not going to do that. Promo code Pillow says, when my wife said she wanted to quit her job in homeschool, I nearly freaked out on how to make it work. I started working 65-hour weeks, 10 years in, and I'm in management now. Wouldn't change a thing. Hell yeah, man. I love that. And homeschooling kids is important. Getting kids out of public schooling is important. Public schools fucking suck. This is Fletch. Says, my first job out of high school was in a factory, 60 hours a week. Forced overtime after I left the factory, made it mandatory to also work 12-hour shifts on Saturday. Yep. I worked at one of those factories too. It was terrible, dude. As access control, I was on call 24/7 for years. Dude, being on call is a whole nother level of stress too. Knowing at any moment your whole night or your whole day could just get shot because you're working. Yeah, dude, I feel that. I consider going into a trade, but I live out in the country. Construction sites on the other side of the city, which is good, but they didn't advertise a good work-life balance. Working in construction and some of those things are different. Can be different. I've worked construction, seeing like the fruit of your labor, like seeing the building that you worked on and stuff, that can be rewarding, but also it can be tiring. So, would a 20-second clip of Office Space get you claimed? Yes, 100%, especially because of how popular it is. After all the overtime I voluntarily worked over the last year, my company better give me the maximum annual raise at the end of this month. I hope they do. They better fucking do it. Seems like a wasted opportunity for a Jesse rant. Oh my God. I'm so fucking behind on chat. COVID was the best I ever did. Hourly unlimited overtime because they waived attendance and let people call off if they didn't feel safe coming in today. Easy money. There you go. Filling it in. Hi, Miss Brenda. You know what's fun? Being in the arts. Gig economy, baby. Gig economy is rough. I understand that. I'm a single father. My daughter's mom sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, dude, Lou. Well, you're a good dad. And happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to all the single fathers and married father, all the fathers in general. We're getting close to Father's Day, so Cage the Cunning Linguist. What's up, buddy? How you doing? I work a lot of overtime to afford homeschooling my kids. Yeah. Getting kids out of schools is important, dude. Like, And then schools will also push all that dumb shit to your kids. Oh, you gotta blah, 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 blah. You're like, shut the fuck up. Don't just teach my kids math and like shut up about this shit. Like nobody else is trying to hear that. Happy early Father's Day, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate that. They find the echoes of their deaths and spell casting, feed the flame with them. If the manifestation be made to hold, our archivist can identify them. Collect echoes to feed the Vestal flame. Okay. Dashing electrocutes the last enemy damaged by firearms. Scourge. Prevents a fatal hit, removing bonus stamina, instead refreshes on regaining focus. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Or what do we got here? Tempest. Brass-throated demon fed, fires beam of shock and decay, aim the throat wide, a single burst, all of it at once. Oh shit, okay. What's up, John Layton? How you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, let me... Okay. All right, what does this do? Cure curses nearest enemy with decay. Yeah, we got that one. Okay. Dynamo ring. I don't know if I want that dynamo ring. Dashing electrocutes the last enemy damage. We'll try it. Fuck it. I'm just home. I'm great. Just got home, cracked open a beer. Give me a hell yeah. I respect that. Give me a hell yeah. John Layton just getting home, opening a beer. I open another beer. And another beer. 2 beers. 3. I'm just kidding. That's a Stone Cold thing. I'm sorry. Meek, are you done having kids? Are you planning to add more parties to your campaign? No, I'm done with kiddos. Nope. After my latest one, I'm like, we're good. I think we're all set. I think we're all good. I don't think we need any more of them. I did my part. I perpetuated the species. I perpetuated the species. I have furthered the line. I've now had more children than just replenishing. So I'm like, I'm all set now. To all the dads in chat, happy Father's Day. Thank you, Miss Brenda. That is very, very, very kind. We still need that Poindexter Jesse Ventura. I don't know how to do that. And that's the bottom line. Is your beer made with potable water? Your beer isn't made with potable water. What are you doing? You might as well just be drinking swill. I don't understand. I only drink beer made out of the purest waters from the Baja waterfalls, the waterfalls of the Baja. Sometimes I'll also go down to Peru and I'll get water from the Peruvians. They have very clean water there. I don't know if you knew about that, but Peruvians have very clean water. Happy Daddy Day. Hey, thank you. 3 kids that's rookie numbers. I didn't want more. I didn't want 1 kid. I was not a kid person. I love my kids with everything. But I did not want kids in the beginning, and we were like, let's wait, you know, and then we just didn't. We were like, no, never mind. Instead of waiting, let's just do it now. So the miracle baby who is 10 years removed from my nearest sibling. Never say never, Mike. Never say never. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I said I didn't want any in the beginning, and we had 2, so. Wish me and the wife could have had a ton. God had other plans. We got a daughter who is perfect. All the family's struggling to have kids. You have a lot of people out there praying for you. There you go. Hell yeah. Well, my respect, because you know what? I know that baby is loved. I know your daughter is loved and appreciated very much. So shout out, bro. We stopped at 3 also, yeah. I feel like a genetic dead end. 41, no kids. Keep leaning on Apostle Paul's writings to stop from feeling a total failure when everyone around me has families and I'm alone. That's the way to look at it, though, bro. Like, I think that's a good perspective. What capacity you may have had and may have spent on your kids, spend it on. I mean this. This is not me. Forgive me for getting. I'm not trying to get on the soapbox here, but. And this is not me telling you what to do, but if you have the desire to be a parent or you have that drive and that want to be a parent and you're not able to do so, find programs that take care of kids that, you know, help with orphans, or find, there's a lot of places that have like, for the men out there, there's a lot of places that have like, fatherless programs that help pair kids with like groups, you know, dads and stuff, you know, like that can help guide them and hang out with them, or you know, chaperone activities and stuff like that. There's a lot of programs out there that are designed around providing parenting or providing tutelage and even discipleship to kids that don't have parents, you know. And so some people, it's not a thing. They don't want to do that, and that's okay too, you know. But yes, adopting is a possibility as well. But even if you don't have kids and you're like, hey, I really want to, and you don't want to have kids, but you want to be a dad or you want to help out, go join a Big Brother program. There's a lot of those out there, man. You know, so there's a lot of people that could use your help, and there's a lot that you could pour still back into people around you, even if you don't have your own kids, you know, or adopt. Adopting is also an option, you know. But I understand it, man. Don't ever feel like you failed. Not everybody gets married. Not everybody has kids. It does happen. So same, need a dude first. I mean, that's fair. Don't listen to Turd. Don't do what Turd does. Mentor Big Brother programs. Yeah. Kidnapping is an option. Yeah, that's typically frowned upon. Probably don't do that. You might end up in jail first. Son of Sanguinius says, I before I think about kids, I need a wife first. Impossible difficulty. It could happen. You just need to go to more 40K events.
We would be honored if you would join.
Sissy says, before little man was even born, hubby was telling everyone one and done. It took me 8 years to convince him to have one. Well, now you got little man. He's one of the nicest kids I've ever met. Legitimately one of the sweetest kids I've ever met. You guys raised a good one. You guys raised a really good one. My grandfather was like 20 years younger than his siblings. Damn. I'm nearly 39 with no kids, but I'm not broken up about it. Never had the desire, maybe one day, but not there yet. Yeah, and if you don't want to have kids, it's okay. I understand people that don't want to have kids. I get it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, I would prefer it. You know, I would love it if more people, you know, they get married and they want to have kids and stuff like that. But I also get it. Some people just don't want kids. That's okay. My big problem, and when I start to get annoyed, is when people that don't have kids try to lecture me about my kids. I'm like, do not come at me talking about kid stuff if you ain't got kids of your own. And kids of your own also includes like adopted kids or raising younger, you know, raising other kids or thing like that. So like you can have a perspective and you can definitely have experience with stuff that qualifies you to talk about helping like raise kids and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like single people that have no kids and have no experience with children, trying to lecture people about how to handle their kids. That kind of stuff I have no fucking stomach for. So y'all just got a new subscriber, totally blind, detached retina since birth. Hey, well, Jason Bratcher, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Listen, all I'm saying is, it's not like I'm anything to look at, but I'll talk your fucking ear off. Trust me. I talk a lot. All right. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, man, and subscribing. Thank you. Zencat for 5 says, happy Father's Day, Mike, and all the dads in chat. You are appreciated. Thank you, Zencat. Yes, for real. You are a dad. You're an uncle that had to be a dad. Single dads, married dads, remarried dads, stepdads. All of you guys are very appreciated. All right. Grandfathers that had to raise their kids, and uncles that had to raise other people's kids, things like that. You are all deeply appreciated. For real. Like, it means a lot. Being a dad can be a very, very, very thankless job. And anytime that dads can get praised for that kind of stuff and celebrated for the work that they put in is always a huge win. So shout out to all the dads. I will check out your video, B-Man, after the stream, okay? I'll pull it up. Fruit of the Misery for 2 says random WWE facts. Ready, go. Random WWE facts. Oh, geez. I don't fucking know, dude. That's actually a really good question. I don't fucking know. Shawn Michaels is the first Grand Slam champion. He was also the first one in a televised ladder match. I have that one. Off the top of my head. Off the dome. Batista one time. Batista and Booker T got in a fight, and apparently Booker T beat the shit out of Batista. That was like a real thing that happened backstage. There's a couple. What's up? Or. Mike is epic eye candy. I'm not, though. Thank you. Never said this out loud, but I never wanted kids. Now I have a daughter all alone. I'm a man, born a man. I knew this shit would happen. Well, guess what? The best thing you can do for your daughter is just love her and be her dad. You don't got to be her mom for her. If she knows that her daddy loves her, like, that will make her life infinitely better. Should I use the wrong turd? Stop. No. I'm not gonna look at either. Happy Father's Day to all the geeks and keep computers up. Hey, shout out, bro. Thank you, Jason. So fun fact, Sting was not the same Sting that played bass and sang for the Police. Out. Banned. That dude Lou for 199 says Father's Day tax. Hey, shout out. Shout out, bro. Shout out. We're almost at midnight. We'll do something. I don't know what we'll do for Father's Day. We'll find something for Father's Day. Treat your mother right. They don't have like a dad song like that, like treat your dad right or whatever, you know? 51 years old, I'm too young to have children. There you go. John Layton for 20 says, sorry, bro. I think I'm going to have to give in and get a Switch 2 for Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. You ain't got nothing to apologize for, bro. I get it. I get it. That's how they get you every time. That's how they get everybody. What do you know? Like, what are you going to do? Say, no, I don't want to play Ocarina of Time remake? I want to play it. Who am I supposed to use this broken condom on then? Yourself. And they're not fur babies. Oh, yeah. People that like try to make it sound like they're pets of their kids. Pets are not kids. Your pets are not your kids. We have to cleanse the world of corruption. Defend it while it tolls. Oh, that's kind of rad. All right, we got to go here, and I got to get this shit here. I got to go get my shit back that I lost. Okay, how are we going to do this? Probably speed running through the castle is probably the fastest way to do it. All right, we're back in it. Yes, I will not be playing the Ocarina of Time remake. I know Frank ain't going to do it. Frank was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't paying for that. I already played that game. I get it, Frank. But yeah, yeah. Like when I saw the trailer and we were talking about it, I was like, Frank's going to be annoyed about this one. Because there's going to be so many people buying a Switch 2 for that. I get it. I get it. Gameplay tax? Oh shit, I forgot to put the game up. Sorry! God. Guys, you guys already know I'm kind of retarded, okay? I'm a cat dad to 18 kitty cats. They're my kids because I can't have kids. I mean, you know, being a pet parent, like, is people caring for pets is an important job, and I think pets are family, but pets are not kids. That's my big thing. When people talk about pets like they're kids or try to minimize parenting, like, kids are not pets. They're not animals, so that's my big thing. You know, caring for animals, awesome. I have a lot of respect for people that take care of animals and care for animals and stuff like that. But I just think they're very different than, and they're not this. It's not people that try to pretend like it's the same as raising a kid. It's not. It's just fundamentally two different things for a myriad of reasons. Have the Gold Edition, Peasant Edition, and 3DS. Guess I need Ocarina of Time for Switch also. You have to.
No.
Yeah, like what choice do you have? I don't have children, but I have 4 fur babies. I love them. They love me. Well, that's important. Are they dogs or cats, Brenda? That's what I'm curious about. I am not somebody... I like dogs and cats, honestly. I do not think one is better than the other, personally. I like them for different reasons. I agree that animals and humans are different. I do see my family... Well, that's the thing. That's why I said what I said about family. Pets are family. I don't deny that, and I don't think that that's... I don't think that's the wrong attitude. I think that's the correct attitude you should have about your pets. Pets are family. 100%. Like, your pets, your dogs and cats and stuff like that are family, and they should be treated with love and... they should be treated with love and all the like attention and care that they deserve. It's when people try to say that they understand what being a parent's like because they have pets, because it's just not the same thing. They're just, you know, they're just two fundamentally different approaches to life and what you have going on in your life. Especially because, like, you know, with a pet, like, you know, especially as they get older and stuff like that, you know, like pets can be like left sometimes at their at a house, or they can be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. There's a lot of things that you can do with pets that you can't do with kids, like leaving them alone in like a house, or like going away on a vacation, or, you know, housing them in like a, you can't like take your kids to like a pet daycare center. You'll traumatize your kids doing that shit, so. Mike cares for animals. He calls them Xbox fans. Well, that's wild, dude. I got 2 cats, 13 and 8 years old. They're my pets. I spoil them rotten, but they're not kids. Yeah, but dude, I love people that spoil their animals, dude. Like, I like animals. I've had dogs. I love dogs. I love cats. Very different animals. 2 very different animals. Even in approach and stuff, but yeah. How do we get started talking about pets? How do we even get started talking about pets? You do so many things with your pets, like eat them. No, don't eat your pets. Stop. We don't eat pets. Pets are friends, not food. That's wild, dude. You guys are out of control. Lightning bolts transfer all element status effects to the source. Bullets randomly cause double damage. No, we'll do this. There we go. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Kids' pets? What about kids' pets? I mean, like when your cat has kittens? Thank you, Mrs. Ruffin. I appreciate that. Philip Chan. He doesn't eat... Philip doesn't eat pets. RC Wolf for 2. Forgive me. This is his first night of streaming. It's... Oh my god. Oh my god. Pets are not family? No, I think pets are family. I think pets are family. Bro, like, you get a good dog that, like, that is your, like, you get a good dog that, like, is your homeboy, like, got your back, protects the household, shit like that, dude. There's nothing like that on, like, yeah, no. Pets are definitely family. But you gotta, like, think about it, like, they're not kids. They're something different than what kids are. They offer something different to you and than kids do. Look, jar of Witchfire. Touch spiders? What? Oh, interesting. You gonna watch a Goofy movie later for Dad's Day? Mike can't have pets of his own. That's why he takes yours. That's wild. My 3 pitties are the only family I have. Aw. I actually love pit bulls. Yeah. Some of the sweetest fucking animals on the planet, dude. When you raise them right. And I know you guys are raising them right, so. Pets make a house a home. That's true. That is true. Mike traveled back in time to shoot a dog. Actually, no, I did not shoot that dog. I stabbed it. But also, you guys told me that I could get rations from it, and that was at the time, it was a pertinent detail. Okay, it was an important thing that had to happen. My dogs would die for me and my family without a second thought. Yes. Like, yeah, go, you bring home your kid for the first time to your pet, like, and tell me they're not family. Yeah, no, dude. It's fucking Axeman, dude. Pets are family, they're just not human children. Yes, that's what I've been saying. Yep, they're absolutely family. They're just not human children. I just fucking died, dude. Raise 'em Right podcast with your host, Mike. That's wild. Dude, I loved having pets. I loved having a dog. I loved having cats. It just depends, you know? My first cat that was actually my cat. Hold on, what the fuck is this? What is this? Measle? What the fuck? John Layton for 20 says, happy Father's Day out there to all of you who have germ breeders. Hey, shout out. Thank you, John Layton. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the fathers. That's awesome. Did you review Jingle All the Way? I might have. If I haven't, I'll go review it. Thank you, John Layton, for the 20. Appreciate you, bro. I want to own a fully grown sea turtle. I don't think you're allowed to have that. In fact, I won't allow it to happen. Banned. Grey Ghost over on Streamlabs for 5 says, in the words of Kevin Hart, my mama said you should mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Little stupid bitch. 2 + 2 don't know what the fuck it is. No titty, no nipple, half an ass, bitch. That's wild. Thank you, Grey Ghost, for the 5. Mike, I was not eager, okay? I was not eager. It's savvy. Is that benology? That's wild.
Fire, the light, the water. You
This is the first time I've ever seen this thing. I don't know what this is.
Mistress calls me Maisel.
Maisel?
That's as much of a name as I can stand. Mistress to me. That's the way
Oh shit, it works for the witch.
I fetch and carry, cut and press. She's taught me as she watches me, hence the line of song. But she doesn't know where this. So now, here we are, to see the witch gone from this end of these gifts. Take this about your work then, prayer.
Oh shit, so he's like an agent of the... Okay. He's like an agent of the... like a secret agent, like a double agent. He's like a double agent for the witch. Okay, I respect that. What did he give me? What is this? Sigil of the Unbinding. Oh, unseals a warded door in the Hermitorium's Gnosis room. Oh, okay. What's Scotty do? New viewer here, just bought the game and I'm loving it. Just saw this guy in my game. Yeah, he just dropped in this latest update. That character, Maisel, is brand new. I've never seen him before. This is the first time I've ever seen him. I also want to own a crow. See, a crow would be kind of rad. Having a pet crow would be awesome. But yeah, I just want you guys, yeah, anybody that thinks I'm trying to shit on pets, I love pets. So no, I'm not doing that. They're just different than people. They're not human people. But they're family. And I fucking love pets. So. If you have pets, I want to meet your pets. So, except maybe if your dog doesn't like black people, then, you know. If your dog doesn't like black people, I don't know, we might have a problem, but. I think you have a different definition of kids. When I say pet equals kids, it means you are their parental figures. Animals are your responsibility, you care and love for them. That's true. But it is different to have a human child versus a dog. However, it is your responsibility to show them both how to treat each other. Yeah, you should absolutely live up to your expectation and or live up to your responsibilities by owning a pet. Pets are a responsibility and do require that. That's why I say they're family, but they're not kids. They're not humans. You don't need a pet crow. Just start feeding a wild crow. Before you know it, they'll bring their friends and guarding you and giving you things. That's true. That is actually very true. Yeah, if you start feeding crows and giving them shit, they'll start bringing you shit and they'll tell their families about you. You'd be like, yo, this guy is cool and he gives us shit. So like you should definitely talk to him and hang out with him. This guy's cool as fuck. That's how crows actually do. I would love me to have a raven or a falcon. I love birds. I've heard falcons are also really good, can make for really good pets. I would love a pet crow or like an army of crow. See, what's funny though is I know there was a lady that started doing that where she started feeding the crows and then they started harassing her because like like when she got busy and didn't bring them food, they got mad at her and stuff. Like that would be a problem, but. My dog loves light-skinned blacks, bro. What a fucking statement. What a fucking statement, bro. Corvids make for cool pets, but they're not regarded as great pets. Yeah, they're not like supposed to be in your house and like chilling and stuff. But I like Disparus thing. Just have like a cadre of crows that hang outside your house. The only real difference between a child and a pet is you can't get your pets to clean chimneys. Yeah, it's the lack of upper body strength and the lack of opposable thumbs. That's a big problem. That's a real problem. Yeah. It's fucking wild, dude. All right. I gotta get these. So these prayers here, each of these characters will do a different thing for you. They become kind of like your guardians. They kind of just reworked how they worked. And so I'm interested to see like exactly how to get around to that. But all right. I need to figure out how to get to this marshland. How do we get to the marshland? Oh, I have to complete with the garden quest. Okay. So we got to go around. Hey, Frank the Tank Man, have a good night, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you again for the Streamlabs donation, and thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being patient with us when we talk about the Ocarina of Time remake, because I knew you were not feeling it, bro. My cats make great alarm clocks in the morning. They got me trained for breakfast. Dude, so when I first got married, so I had a pet cat, and she slept in my room all the time, and I loved her, and she was wonderful. When I got married, there'd be times where I just didn't want the cat in the room. So like I'd close the door so we could have time together. And then at like 5 a.m. every morning, she had food. It didn't matter if she had food. She was not abandoned. This was, we hadn't got our new place yet. So we were like at my mom's for a little bit. And so like she wasn't alone. She had food. She had people out there to take care of her. Every morning at 5 a.m. she'd reach under her door with her fucking big ass claws. She just scratch the bottom of the door all night. Just scratch. No, turd, this different cat. And would just scratch the door at like 5 a.m. And it didn't matter if I told her to shut up or stop or go away or get away from the door. Because I wasn't getting up at 5 in the morning at that time. She was still scratching the door. So then I'd have to get up at 5 a.m. or else she'd sit there and scratch at the door for a long time. Like a long time. So I'd have to get up. I'd have to go open the door. So she'd come in and she'd lay down on the bed for a little bit. And then she'd sleep for like maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Maybe. And then she'd want to wake us up. And so like you'd be laying there dead asleep, and then like you just feel like this, like something touching your face, like patting your face, and then like inevitably when like the patting didn't work, she had like really fucking sharp claws. She would just let like a little bit of her claw out and just like scratch at your face just enough to like wake you up, like, oh, like what is that or whatever. And then she like jumped back all like, what are you freaking out about? And I was like, stop, I'm trying to sleep. She's like, I don't care. Yeah, it was a whole thing, dude. If a cat scratched my door, that cat would get evicted. Nah, it was harmless. Like, she didn't do any damage to the door because like she wasn't like scratching it hard. She just knew that like if she scratched it a little bit, it was enough to like make enough noise to wake me up. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Pussy whip, that's wild. My cat slapped Mike's sack. The cat slapped Mike's sack like a pinata. No! Cat didn't slap my sack. Mine has to learn where to put her full weight on her two front paws on my bladder because she knows I'll get up and go pee. Yeah, once they figure out how to get you up. Yeah.
You found one of his curios.
You guys are out of control, you know that?
Seen him coming and going.
I did not give a cat AIDS.
Apartments under the church. Dream fixtures. A poor old crab.
Okay, return the wooden cup. So, I've never gotten a mission in this game like this before. Okay. Old fool in her world. Cup doesn't work. Okay. Where am I supposed to take this? There's a Gnosis Tome, Prayer, Vestal Flame. Huh. Meeks is about, dude, you guys are out of fucking control. I'm gonna ban Turd Ferguson forever. You like real-time strategy? Yeah, I do like real-time strategy games, yeah. I haven't played one in forever. I haven't played a real-time strategy game in fucking forever. But I do really like them. How long are we going? I'm going about 2.5 hours. I might call it here, actually. Before we get into like too deep into another game. Kind of same thing. I was starting a new Dragon Age Origins playthrough right now. Dude, Dragon Age Origins is fucking legit. I mean, I see no problem with that. Japan playing Hungary tonight? Who are they playing against? Don't ban the turd? I mean, I'm tempted to. I'm tempted to. I miss old school Command and Conquer. Yeah, dude, Command and Conquer was legit. I went back and played... I recently played Warcraft 3 and Frozen Throne Story. So I went back and played Warcraft 2 and StarCraft. Dude, those are fucking old school, dude. But yeah, those games are legit. I haven't played a really good real-time strategy game in a long time. Like, in a long time. Tanzania. Metal Slave now turd. Who's next? Pay your taxes, people. Metal Slave's probably in bed sleeping right now, bro. You guys don't... She gets sleepy. She gets tuckered out, okay? All of that yelling and fighting and screaming about the Metal Slave method, which isn't a real thing. She gets wiped out. She gets tired. She's like, oh, I need to go to bed now. It's... I know you guys don't understand, but it's a real thing for her. So... P.O. Box update? Hopefully Monday I'll have an update on everything. Hopefully Monday I'll have an update on all that. Red Alert 2 is my preferred Command and Conquer. Red Alert 2 is legit. That's the one with that's the one with Tim Curry, right? That's also with Gina Carano in it. Hey. So, all right, I'm gonna call it here. I am going to call it here before it gets too late. All right. So Witchfire, if you haven't already, update 0.9 just came out. They are closing in later this year. I think in like October or something. They're planning on their 1.0 launch. It'll be an officially launched game, and I love this game a lot. So if you haven't played it already, go check it out. I'm the one who started the pet debate. Go figure. That's like, one thing I'll say from this debate is that we live in a society so heavily debates human life versus fur babies. That does happen. It's sad that we have to debate this. Of course, human life is more important than animal, but I feel like that's one of those things that should be known. But yeah, but some people don't have balance, and then they start acting like animals more important than people and say nonsense like that. So yeah, promote turd. That'll be worse punishment. I will never cease to say the AIDS cat. I hate this. I hate this. Church comes early. 6:30 comes fast. Hey, no, that's all right, bro. I'm gonna call it here. Or says, yeah, I just got done playing the Dead Space 1 remake. Beat that. Now working on Dead Space 2. Hell yeah, dude. I might play Dead Space 2 for Halloween. We'll see. I got to come up with a list of games to play for Halloween. So, ignore me at your doom. Oh God, dude. Might get back to scary games. They're coming back. Probably after we get done with Devil May Cry, we'll get back to doing Fright Mike. But guys, we're gonna call it here. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you for the Streamlabs donations. You guys are incredibly generous. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the great conversation. And more importantly than anything, thank you for your time. Your time is valuable to me, and I very much appreciate you for it. Best community on the internet. Naruto the 7th, a member for 1 month, says thank you for all the streams and gaming content. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you. You guys have a good rest of your night, and I hope you guys get good sleep. And all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. And make sure you go honor your fathers if you can, or honor the father figures that you've had in your life. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you very much, and I'll talk to you guys all soon. Later.